Hello guys, welcome to Collegewali PADHAI YouTube channel. So we again welcome back with a new episode of mathematics with the concepts of double integration and triple integration. So let's get started. In normal integration, you must have seen integrating f of x dx integration, but in double and triple integration, you will find a lot of changes. Means you have to deal with the limits, you have to deal with dx dy, and this part will almost remain the same. This will not change. So let's get started with a double integration. So starting with double integration, so double integration is basically f of x function of x dx dy integration a to b integration c to d. Like this you will find, let me clear this one, write this correctly. This is d. So this is the general format of double integration, but there is more to it. This might remain here or might remain here. Means you have to arrange, means dx might remain here or might remain here depending on the right hand side limit. Hear me clearly. Depending on the right hand side limit, we have to choose whether dx will remain here or dy will remain here depending on the limit, and it will be a constant limit. So before describing more about this format and stuff, let's move on to the question section so that while answering the questions, I will directly tell you about the approach and how to solve this. So let's move ahead. Sorry. So starting with the first question, x, y, dx, dy. Integration of 0 to 1. Again integration of 0 to 2. First we have to see 0 to 1. Then after completing this integration we have to go for 0 to 2. So what we will do? First 0 to 1. Consider this as x1. Consider this as x2. So see, what's the trick? Why I told this one x1 and this one x2? You saw here dx is there. So take this as x1, this as x2. Then after dx, dy is there. Take this y1 and this as y2. Done. First, this is the question basically. As dx is first over here, take this as x1 and this as x2. Then after dx, dy is there. So take this as y1 and this is y2. So then after that, how will we continue to write? So first write integration of 0 to 2 So this is y1 and this is y2. So in this space, dy will come. Dy I wrote here because this is y1, y2. So dy will come here and it came. Then integration of 0 to 1 xy dx. So can you tell me what is the integration of xy dx? If you can tell me, write it in the comment section. So then integration of 0 to 2 same dy. Then what? Integration of xy dx is what? Integration of xy dx is x square by 2 into y, and the limits were 0, 1. So what will be there? Again, integration of 0 to 2 dy y by 2, because on simplifying this it will be 1 square by 2y minus 0 square by 0 square, this is y, which will be y by 2. If you can't understand, I have given here what will be this part. Then we are left with dy y by 2 into dy, integration 0 to 2. What will be this? Y square divided by 4. Limit will be 0 to 2. This is what? 4 by 4. Answer is 1. Simple. So this is double integration. Simple approach. So let me again explain double integration. So this was basically the question. Yeah, this was the question. No, let me change the color to this one. Yes, and now this color. Yeah. So the question was x y dx dy, integration 0 to 1, then integration 0 to 2. We considered this as x1. I told you the trick. As first dx is there, consider this as x1, then consider this as x2, remaining this as y1, this as y2. So I also told you what we have to put here. It is empty. So as here it is y, here it is y. So dy will go here. And as promised, dy is here. Integration 0 to 2 dy. Then we have to integrate xy dx with the limit 0 to 1. Then I proceeded. We have to first integrate this one. Sorry. Means we have to first integrate this one. So I integrated this. This is the first step. And means xy was xy dx. I integrated this one. Then how this value came, I have done it over here. Then dy y by 2, that is y square by 4, integration, it is done, and limit 0 to 2, that came 4 by 4. So answer is 1. Type 1 in the chat box. Then let me give you a complex one. So we will just solve two questions of double integration and two questions of triple integration just for the concept to be cleared and these small tricks. So let's move ahead. Where is space? Okay, black color. Okay, now another question. This time the question is integration of 0 to pi, then again integration of 0 to a sine theta. What is the inside value? R d theta dr. Integration of 0 to pi. Then again integration of 0 to a sine theta. R d theta dr. So again this space is empty. How to fill it? First concentrate on this. This is second type of question. Here what you can see. This is a theta. So when you see this kind of questions, here you find theta, don't go and straight write d theta 1, d theta 2. It is completely wrong. Oh shit, I think it. How to undo this one? Let me know. Undo. I think it went out. Okay, we shall type the question once more. So the question is integration of 0 to pi, then again integration of 0 to a sine theta, then r d theta dr. So what I was basically telling you that here we can see theta, so don't go ahead and give d theta 1 and d theta 2. Rather, when you see theta or y, use the corresponding thing. Means here you have seen theta, use dr1, this is dr2. Means whenever you find this kind of steps, then use the corresponding one. Then remaining is theta, this is d theta 1, this is d theta 2. Now let's start solving it. So first what we will write, equal to integration of, in this blank space, what we will give? We will give d theta. So now let's continue. D theta integration 0 to pi, then again 0 to a sine theta, sorry, r dr, then again equal to 0 to pi d theta. This we have to integrate first. R, what we can do? It is r square by 2, 0 to a sine theta. Then we have to do integration of 0 to pi. R square, it's we have to give d theta, then a square sine square theta divided by 2. Then what? Equal to, this is constant. A square by 2 is constant, no? we'll take it out, a square by 2. Then 0 to pi is pi. Sine square theta will be there. Sine square theta into d theta. Then equal to a square by 2 integration of 0 to pi. In place of sine square theta, what we can give? We can write as 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2 whole into d theta. This can be solved as equal to a square by 2, then integration is what? Theta minus cos 2 theta integration sine 2 theta divided by 2. Integration value is what? 0 to pi. Then you have to put pi value in the place of theta here and here. Let's do that. Then it's a square by 2. Then what value will be? Pi minus sine 2 pi divided by 2 minus 0 minus sine 0 divided by 2 equal to, it will be this one pi is divided by 4. Okay, so this is the answer, pi a square divided by 4. Let me summarize once again from the beginning, then we'll move to triple integration. So this is basically the question. First, when we see this question, what comes to our eye? R, R d theta dr, this comes to our eye. So then we see this space is blank and this needs to be filled with either d theta or dr. And we have to concentrate much on the right hand side limit. I told you from the beginning of the double integration. In double as well as triple, both the integrations, more concentration will be given to the right hand side limit. So you see a sine theta over here. Don't use d theta 1 and d theta 2. Rather, use the corresponding one, that is dr1 and dr2. And here you can use d theta 1 and d theta 2. Okay. Now, as this space has been occupied by the d theta, so here d theta is kept, and here you have given rdr with the integration limits of 0 and a sine theta. Now we have to integrate this one, which will be r square by 2. Then we have to give the limits 0 and a sine theta. It will be a square sine square theta divided by 2, which is written. Here we have shown, and d theta is also there with the integration limits 0 to pi. Here we find that a square by 2 is constant. So we have to take it out of the integration. So in this step I took out, and here we are left with sine square theta and d theta, here as I have written. Then simple integration, Sine square theta, I wrote it as 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. Then on integrating that, we got theta minus sine 2 theta divided by 2. Integration 0 to pi. Then I calculated and we got the answer as pi a square by 4. If it's correct, please give a like button to our channel. So this was all about your double integration tricks. Sorry, I wrote it wrong. Integration. So now let's move to triple integration. From there we will also try to solve around 2 to 3 questions. First, starting with a simple one. Let me clear the board. Black color. So topic is triple integration. Okay. So as I told you, in normal integration, it was f of x dx with some limit a to b. This is normal integration. Then after, now we dealt with double integration, integration a to b, fx dx dy, then again integrating this as cd. First we have to integrate this, then we have to move forward with this. Now for triple integration, same case. For triple integration, f of x dx dy dz. Integration what? A to b, then again integration c to d, then again integration e to f. These are to be filled. So now let's move on to the problems from where we can know the approach and some tricks by which you can solve those problems. Key points. So let's get started. So the first question is x, y, z dx dy dz. First integration is 0 to 1. Second integration is 0 to 2. Third integration is 0 to 3. Done. This is the question. So first when we see the question, I always told or I must be on this part. So what we can see, dx, dy, dz, this will be there, this will be found out, no problem. But before that we have to deal with these three, as these two spaces are empty and this needs to be filled. I told you that for double integration, which one is the first? Take that. Theta and all that, that is for different cases. But for general cases, which one is the first? Take that. So first here it is dx. Consider this as x1 and this as x2. Then what we have? Then we have dy. Consider this as y1. Then this as y2. Then we have dz. consider this as Z1 and it as Z2. So now let's start to fill the places. If anyone hasn't taken a screenshot, take it. So now let's start solving. First is 0 to 3 dz, 0 to 2 dy, then 0 to 1 x, y, z dx. Sorry, let me use the eraser. This is dx. So now we have to solve this one first. So integration of 0 to 3 dz, integration of 0 to 2 dy, integration of 0 to 1. Dx is there now. X square yz divide, this is square, divided by 2. And I'll clear this, I think so. This will be 0 to 1. This is 0. Now I have to do move down. Equal to 0 to 3 dz, 0 to 2 dy. This is yz by 2 after solving this. Then moving on to the next step, integration of 0 to 3 dz. This will be y square z by 4, here 0 to 2. Then next step, equal to 4z divided by 4 to dz, integration 0 to 3. 4, 4 cut. Then what? Z dz integration 0 to 3. Z square by 2. Then 0 to 3. It will be 9 by 2. Conquer. 9 by 2, which is the answer. Understood? So let me again do a recap. We'll move to a question. So first, when we encounter this kind of question, so our eye will be on this part, but this is simple to find. We have to deal with this, this and this. As I told you in double integration, whichever is the first one, take it as x1, take it as x2, then orderly for y1, y2, z1, z2. Then now you have put this dz, dy in order and xyz dx. First we need to calculate this one. So now we have calculated this one. Here integrating xyz dx is x square yz divided by 2. These two remain the same for now. Then this was yz by 2. Then on again integrating this one, this would be y square z by 4. Now it's time for dz. Sorry, it is z dz, then which will be z square by 2, and answer came 9 by 2. But what is the concept is that you need to deal with dx dy and dz, whichever is the first. Do x1, take it, and x2, then y1, y2, then z1 and z2. But for theta and other cases, use the corresponding value. I will give another example for triple integration. Let me clear the board. Wait a second. So now let's go ahead with another simple example, or we'll go with a complex one. Mm, this one was XYZ. If we go for a complex one, then thinking this one is same. Okay, let me do it another with complex one or simple one. Complex one I have given the description box, you can check it out. Now let me solve the simple one so that it will be easier for you to grasp. Keep it clear. Then this one. Okay. Sorry. Okay, no problem. Let's move ahead with the complex one. So this is 0 to 1. This is x. This is root x. xy bracket x plus y. dx and dy. This is same as what I had told you. Just I will tell you how to proceed. This is actually double double integration. Just I will tell you what's the concept. Concept is almost the same without any doubt. So let me give a tell you in red pen. So first what you see, dx dy. Don't in this case take x1 and x2, these two, or else you will be in big trouble. As you see x over here and root over of x over here, use the corresponding one, y1, y2, then this one, x1, and then x2. Whenever you see x, use the corresponding one, that is y, and here you can use x1, x2. It will be solved in the same similar manner. So if you have solved, write the answer in the comment section, or if you can't solve, just tell in the comment. I will do a shorts video and upload it. So this is double integration. I just need to tell you about this, and here dx will go and here dy will stay. So I need to show you another one, that is another one of triple integration. 1 second, let me clear the board in black color. So integration of 0 to a, 0 to b, 0 to c, x plus y plus z, dx, dy, dz. What to do over here? First we want to see here. First is dx, then dy, then dz. Simple trick, nothing done. We have to take this as x1 and x2, as it does not have this a, b, c does not have any corresponding value with respect to x, y and z. So we have to take here x1, x2, then here y1, y2, z1, z2. quickly we will move ahead with this question. So this is basically the question. Let me start solving it. Equal to integration of 0 to a dz, then integration of 0 to b dy, then integration of 0 to c x plus y plus z whole into dx. This is the question. I will start integrating with this one. So basically it is 0 to c dz, 0 to b it's dy, then x square by 2 plus yx plus zx. This will be 0 to c. So then what will be there? Then dz integration of 0 to a integration of 0 to b dy. It will be what? C square by 2. Let me write this in a proper manner. C square does not. C square की तरह दिखता ही नहीं है. C square by 2 plus cy plus cz. So I have to again integrate this to dy. Then we have to move down a bit. Then this one equal to integration of 0 to a dz. Then what will be there? C square y by 2 plus cy square by 2. Why this 2 is not being... Oh shit. I have to write this 2 in a proper manner, or else no one can understand if he or she is not using any kind of audio. 2 plus cyz. This is writing 0 to b. Then, okay, sorry. Then equal to 0 to a dz. What will be there? bc square divided by 2 plus b square c divided by 2 plus bcz. This will be there. Then again we have to do this respect to this one, equal to last integration bc square z divided by 2 plus b square cz divided by 2 plus bcz square divided by 2. This is for 0 to a. Last integration. Then moving on, equal to abc square by 2 plus ab square c by 2 a square bc divided by 2. Then what? abc divided by 2 we have to take common. Then again it will come it as a plus b plus c. So this is the answer. So let me explain it from the beginning. Then we will end this video. Okay. So basically this is the total thing. This is the question. X plus y plus z into dx dy dz integration of 0 to c integration 0 to b integration 0 to a. So as we have no corresponding to c, b and a, we need to take as dx first, then dy, then dz. We have to consider this as x1, x2, y1, y2, z1, z2. So beginning with this integration, we move on. Then we connect it to dy, then dz, then dz is over integration, and we get the final value. This is quite easy to find, but the main thing is that you need to know that what thing must be put over these two spaces, which is dz and dy, as a, b, and c do not have any corresponding value with respect to dx, dy, and dz. So I want to say something to everyone, that thank you for to all those who watched the full video of double and triple integration. This is double and triple sign. So thank you for watching the first episode of double and triple integration. So do subscribe the channel if you like it. Like the video, share the video. Thank you.